Okay, fellow dragons. This is either more of the same episode, because it's not 1 in the morning anymore, or it's an entirely new episode. Okay, there we go. I've tried to rebalance my audio a little more again. Yeah. Okay, so songs prediction. We're continuing things. Except if I don't press B. Hang on. First off, you're probably hearing the game twice. Because while I tried to rebalance audio, things went wrong. And also, I can't hear the game because the thing got unplugged from the place again. Headphones, why unplugged from capture card again? Why do that? No. No. There. Better. Oh, I see why. Mouse, why tangle the round headphone cord? This is the problem with having my setup be where my consoles are instead of in office. This is why I used to use my travel dock for recording Switch games. This is why. And usually use the native recording methods on the PS5 for recording that way. Until the recording of Final Fantasy 16 made it so there's no room to continue recording without wasting too much space. Or no, actually no, I still have room to record, it's just I'd rather not waste space until I've cleared off the flash drive that I used to transfer recordings between, and in order to do that I have to get Final Fantasy 15 done, and oh boy, I'm realizing just how long ago that recording was. It was before I had the good mic that my friend gave me. And the audio was even more jank. In fact, Final Fantasy 16, kind of similar thing. I couldn't use my good mic for that one. Just because of the method I was recording with, I think. But yeah, no, we're continuing. We're continuing game, no more sidetrack. Songs prediction. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order they occurred while they're reading this lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held on to so tight. This is a heart holding keys. And next, his guitar burst into flames. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away. And then Mr. Latus was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all. Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go to all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. Oh, why itchy shoulder? Oh, why did it jump to the other shoulder the second I tried to scratch it? Ah, body, why? Whatever. Of course, the back scratcher's on the other side of the damn room. Oh, boy. The lyrics predicting the crime? Klavier. Seems more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. Yeah, he's cool. He's probably the prosecutor that starts out the chillest in this game. Everyone else starts off with no chill whatsoever. Just like immediately hostile to the defense every single time, just like super hostile. Like, yeah, no, we're gonna do our job way too hard. What do you mean our job is supposed to be upholding the law and make sure criminals get... Oh, what do you mean this is based on, this game was made because Japan's crazy 90% conviction rate that definitely gets more people falsely convicted than not. Whatever, we don't care. We're starting immediately from a place of utter hostility and we need to win no matter what. That's the place we're starting from every time. Every single time. There's a lizard on the window. It's distracting. Okay, well, sorry, lizard. I might as well have just been squirrel. No. But it was a lizard. But yeah, no. Every prosecutor in this series, except for Gavin, seems to start off kinda at minimum passive-aggressive, usually closer to hostile. I think Godot and the guy from Spirit of Justice start off passive-aggressive. At least till Godot starts throwing coffee around. But Klavier here, like, he's got his shit too. Like, nah, he's like, I'm chill, I just want truth. But, I'm not just gonna outright let you win. If you and me, we're gonna work and find the actual answer. Me doing my job from my side, you doing your job from yours. We cool? Nice. I'm still gonna kick your ass in the courtroom. Oh, I lost. Oh, well. Oh, wait. The guy we arrested is innocent. Shit, okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. Let's find the truth. You just chill. Except when Phoenix is involved, at least for now. It seems. You're a bit hostile on that front, but you have reasons. So the criminal match their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? Oh, I think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm gonna go talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. Seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us not only with a murder, but a mystery. I hate when it auto does that while I'm reading. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom? I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemuel to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lemuel is now? Ah, I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tobae, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. Gavinier's dressing room. Got it. Examine things again now that he's here. Anything new? Nope. Okay. I don't think he cares. Hallway again, huh? Hey! Magician man again! Eek! Who's there? And he's gone again. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy. You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, that's a crime scene again. Wait a minute. That? Okay. Yeah, not being able to select a specific place and then assuming we move through any places that are adjacent to it on the way is annoying. I think they fixed that in later games. I hope. I don't remember. I think I remember something like that being a thing in Dual Destinies, which was actually, I think, the first Ace Attorney game that I ever actually owned myself. Because I had played the first two that had been borrowed from a friend. Back in high school. And I never played the third one or this one until... No, I think I played this one before Dual Destinies. I think I got them around the same time. I think I got Dual Destinies for myself, and then the thing that led me to get this game occurred. Maybe. Weird. I don't know. Dressing room. Oh, Lamior. I don't know why I've chosen to now... The way my brain was pronouncing it before, it was making the I silent. The first I mean. Now it's swapped to making that, first R silent. Weird. But now my brain sees the pun and can't unsee it. Sheer reflection. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lamior, you speak English? Ah, yes. I was invited here from Republic of Borginia. But I am not Borginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Ah, yes. Ah, that. Well, yes, well... It was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also... No, Machi Tobae is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was... Trucy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Latouche is Lamoire's manager. My brain defaulted to the other one. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamior. Knowing what I know about later games and how this game ends, my brain is screaming at me to try to make puzzle make sense. But that is for me to complain about later. If we get to other games. Hieroglyph. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right? Sure, of course. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Show badge. Song. This yours. That reminds me, does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, Lemure. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemure's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Publicity card. Talk. You. Talk about you. Ah yes, fictional European country. The Republic of Virginia, that's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say! You know, my daddy plays a piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. That is not where Mr. Wright's talent is. Lemure, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginian in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world turning the sights she sees into music, remember? Prosecutor Gavin told us earlier. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalty for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the Siren of the Ballad, right? Yes, in Borginian Lemure means the siren. I fear that perhaps I am not the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Machi. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. Shit. We no longer have the... Apollo is no longer canonically exhausted, so we can't use that. We can't use the yawns anymore, but they're just gonna keep happening. Game is too chill. Even when it's not. Fuck, here comes another one. Sorry, fellow dragons, for all the yawning. I physically can't control it. But it's fine, because I'm sure, like, this is the kind of thing that's good to sleep to anyway. Someone just reading out dialogue from a visual novel as they play through it, that's good to sleep to. The yawns would help people be sleepier and fall asleep if they want. Ugh. Sorry, fellow dragons, though. I don't want to be yawning. I met him while I was singing in restaurants in Borginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are La Mure, together always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around where excuse me, it's quite late. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter, even though you speak English. Yes. But we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Borginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm so sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballad? That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lemure? That is the meaning of my name in Borginian, yes. Bird climbing on my screen. Little bird. Very cute. Cannot show. Because that would mess up the entire recording setup, and I'd have to pick up the entire laptop and turn on face cam and then point the camera at it's just too much of a mess. And now my nose is doing the thing because of all the yawns again. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. Turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words... Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me who was the witness. The witness is... You said Siren? Really? Whoa! That's bad! Game, why? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness. And you're the siren, Lemure. Did you see what happened? Lemure? Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Lemure, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? She witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Hallway. Whoa, who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Ugh. It's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this is about leaving the crime scene? What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Eh? Mr. Latusse's body has disappeared. What? Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body has gone missing? Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. Huh? All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latusse's body just disappear? I don't know. There's been a magician with a yellow hat running about. Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Diane? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Who's Geeter? Ow. That's why I call him my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen. This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Gear's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Emma, we gotta talk. Well, this sure is what do you call it? Sausage? No way, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle, I told you to stay in the room. Sorry? Not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos should do the trick. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Present to Emma. Look. Okay, move. No. Examine where body has been. Is that a wallet on the ground? There should be a body here, but there's not. How could this have happened and why? Gun again. Still gun. You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's that caliber and what does 45 mean? Huh? You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words, bigger bullets do more damage. Wow, chalk up 1 point for forensic science. You know what? That is not forensic science, that is just logic. But it's not 45 inches, right? That's too big? What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss, Science? Well? Hush. Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. It's millimeters. It's millimeters. Never heard of most of these brands. Okay. Window again? Anything different with the air vent? With this? Raid mini fridge? Nope. We're not reading that. Alright. We move. Back to hallway. Stage again? Oh. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. Look at scissor lift thing. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lemuel and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining, start climbing. Ugh. Ugh. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Yeet! We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobaye. The following morning... Wow, that concert last night really went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobaye, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche? Can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. I guess they had proof of some kind? I hope. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. But Prosecutor Gavin! What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin? Do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet... The powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Klavier was invited from Borginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That is all the powers that be want, really. Doesn't that go for every fucking case in this series? I specifically remember this is not a one-day trial. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Hair, forehead? You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? What did you say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Klavier. Right. Later, I hope, Homunculus. How we gonna talk to this kid? Detention center, visitor's room. But I just don't get it. I refuse to believe that a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. I mean, children are capable of terrible things. What I have a hard time believing is that if he really was the murderer, how the fuck he managed to use a shoulder dislocating handgun and come out unscathed. Because even if he's an experienced shot somehow, tiny frame, that would still break bones. That could, like, break a bone. The recoil on that could break a bone. I mean, I know it's fiction with so much anime logic. Phoenix got hit by a car in the last case and walked it off. So, yeah, no. I get anime logic, but they've already specifically established that unless you were experienced with that specific gun or higher, or something of higher power than that, it would dislocate your shoulder at the very least. Even if this is, for whatever reason, not a child and just a small human. Because I don't remember, but I wouldn't put it past this game to do that. You said that already. Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you could tell me about last night? What you say? I don't understand you. Huh? I'm scared. I don't understand. People keep talking in a language I don't understand. Help, please. I don't know what I'm doing here. Please help. I didn't do the thing their translators say I do. That's when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this, in a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Klavier can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Klavier. Well, what are we going to do? That's a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this and hope for the best at trial tomorrow. Poor kid. Okay, so I believe it was actually short enough that I should just tack this on to the previous recording. So yeah, it was an instance of same episode. I believe the next part is just immediately the trial. Weird coffee burp happened. Why coffee burp happen? Fellow dragons, why coffee burp happen? So long after drink coffee. My brain is broken. I am not feeling good at all. My mental health is making me physically sick and I don't like it. But that's gonna do it for this episode, fellow dragons. I'm going to end recording before my brain starts to go into breakdown mode. And I might start a new recording immediately. I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm having too much fun with this. Except I do have a stream that I'm planning on doing tomorrow. At time of recording. That stream the VOD for that stream will have already gone up long before this goes up. You'll have already seen the one-off of me playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land for however long I feel like playing. You'll have already seen that. But that means that whenever I'm done playing for today on this game, I will definitely have to do some things. Yeah, actually ending the recording now. Bye, fellow dragons. See you next time.